Alright, so today I'm going to make this video about installation of these Lorex camera security systems underneath vinyl soffit. So let's get at it. Alright, I have this siding vinyl tool remover. All you do is you go in here and you pop this off like so, and it'll expose your attic space where you can install some 2x4s right here and mount your camera system to that. So you got these little staples right here that I'm just going to cut and remove, and when I'm all finished I'm just going to screw these back in. So yeah, I'll move to the next step. Alright, so now I have some pieces removed. You can see what it looks like up here, and see, they got a lot of wood that would block my wires from being able to be pulled. So what I'm gonna do is mount the camera right around here and then fish the wire right through there. So I'm about to go up in the attic and see what it looks like, see where I could pull my cable from. So you can see I made my way over here, and what I'm gonna do is just stick this out enough where when I go to the other side I'll be able to see it and then fish my cable through. Alright, I'm back on the vinyl side, and I can see my rod right over here in this corner. So I'm just gonna grab that, make sure it don't fall, and attach my Ethernet cable to that and just pull it right through. Alright, so to make this easier, you could get this piece of plywood like I have here. What you could do is just support your body on that, you know, so you have some room when you lay down and you don't have to lay across these joists right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tape up the Ethernet cable to that fishing rod with this 3M electrical tape and just pull it right through, and then I'll run the rest of the cable along the rafters over there and then back to wherever I plan on putting the NVR. So let's do this. So I'm back over here, I'm just gonna grab my fishing rod, just pull. I should see some Cat 5. There we go. That's probably all we need right there. So what I'm gonna do now is measure this right here, install my 2x4, put a hole in there, fish this wire through, and then mount the security camera. So let's do that. Alright, so I'm using a 1/2 hole. I'm thinking that's big enough for this Cat 5 Ethernet. If not, we'll just make a bigger hole. Yeah, just so you know, 1/2 inch wasn't big enough. You see, my Cat 5 came from the factory, so I didn't have to wire it up. But if you had to make your own plugs, you'll probably be okay. But since mine came like this, I don't feel like cutting it. I'm just gonna make a bigger hole. go. So looks like I made a slight mistake. One thing I didn't consider was this big old connector right here, you know. So I gotta make my hole a little bigger. So this is the first one. I won't make that mistake again. I'm doing this by myself, and I say probably took me about maybe just an hour, maybe a little less. So there you have it. Clean install. One down, 5 more to go. I plan on putting my camera right here, facing this way, so you can see the front door. I guess a little bit of that driveway, and then one right here, so you can face out this way. And get the other side of the house. And then later on I'm gonna go back there in the backyard and install 2 more back there. All right, here's the other 2 cameras right here. All right, so I got my rods that I'm going to put together, make it longer, then go through the attic. All right, I got my rod in. You can see that's hanging out right here, and it's all the way in there. Not sure if you can see it, but I'm gonna go in the attic, tape it up, and then pull this one right through on my way up to fish the wire. Here we go. As you can see, not really a lot of space to work with. You can see that I'm gonna have to crouch down a good bit and maneuver myself all the way to that corner right over there. That's where the rod's gonna stick out at. So I'll do my best to not fall down. You can see these joists and 2x4s that I'm walking on for support. You definitely want to walk on that so you don't fall down. And I'm holding multiple things, so it's not like I have both hands. What I like to do is make my step and put a little pressure on there just to see if it'll support me. And you definitely don't want to step on any pipes because they're actually fragile and they will break. Also, I should mention, watch your head because they got all these nails and stuff poking out and they will cut you or leave a hole in your head. Definitely don't step on that ductwork, because this is, as you can see, just a mesh material just to transfer air for your air condition. So definitely don't step on that. You can actually see my rod that I pushed through, so that's where I'm going to end up going. So I'm about halfway there. You got insulation everywhere. So I'm just gonna start kicking around. All right, so what I'm gonna do is basically turn off the camera, tape that up with my electrical tape and my Cat 5 wire, then just push it through, or should I say pull it through when I get on the other side. So I'm back up here and I'm just gonna pull, and voila, there we go. So I'm just gonna disconnect this, and I'm gonna measure from here to here, cut my block. And so I'm gonna measure from here to here and go back and cut my block, cut a hole in the center, put this wire through, cut a hole in the vinyl, and then mount the camera to the block itself right here that I make. So let's get at it. I'm seeing some chicken. Look at that. Bark, bark. There you go. All right, so I'm in the attic, and I don't know if you can see this very well, but in between these two coax cables, I'm going to drill an 1.5 inch hole, and that's where I'm going to stick all my Cat 5 wire through so it could connect to the NVR. So I'm going to start drilling. All right, here's the hole I cut. Rod.